So here's the motherboard tray, again from the Lee & Lee Land Cool case. I guess it's the PK7. So all we're going to do is really line up the holes on the motherboard with these screws that we screwed in. There, they're lined up, and just screw it in. A little tip is when you screw your motherboard in, you never want to over tighten. So just get it tight enough, just where you start to feel it. Don't push it, don't overturn it. I usually start with a corner, as you can kind of shift the board around in case you didn't get it lined up. Alright, so let's go ahead and install the RAM. This is the RAM I'm using, Ballistics from Crucial. Layer 1066. These are also very old. Same 2 years old, been sitting on my shelf. Anyway, I have 4 of these. It's going to be 4 gigs. Just bought it a long time ago again. The density, of course, could be higher. But then again, we've moved on to higher chipsets and faster CPUs than this. So I'm just going to put it on. It's self-explanatory. You see the notch here. There's going to be a notch going across your memory banks. Now, if you're only installing 2, of course you want to do matching because you want to have dual channel. You basically want to read the instructions of your motherboard for proper installation for achieving dual channel. Even if you're using DDR3, you want to just follow the directions in which banks you want to install your DIMMs in for optimal performance. Just line it up in the slot, push down until it snaps. Sometimes they'll snap together, sometimes they'll just be snap, what have you. So here is the Lee & Lee case right here, and I'm going to put the motherboard on, and it slips on right here by grabbing these screws. Slides right in. Alright, so you can see here it slides into a track right here. If you can kind of see here. There's the track. Probably not very well lit up. You can see how it slides, and then up here it'll go into the screws like that. Pretty neat. There's the I/O faceplate. Done. Since the motherboard is a bit older, I didn't want to pay the prices for an older video card model. A lot of them were discontinued, so I'm going to be putting the newer video card into a universal PCI-X lane here. It'll be running on auto for the optimal performance of the card. Basically, it's going to be backwards compatible from the PCI Express of the card to this older PCI Express here. I/O cover plates here are vented. Here's the hard drive. It's nothing special, nothing fast, but you can see here it basically glides in and out, and you insert it with these little rubber washers that are considered for anti-vibration, basically right there. Kind of just pops in. This right here is for cable management in the back of the case. Pretty nice. I'm going to be running most of my cables back here. Keep them out of the way. So here is the finished product. My new rig here. Got all the cabling pretty well managed. I guess some would say it still looks like a homemade bomb, but this case lends itself to basically feed everything in the back, and you have some of those ties that you can to keep the cables down. So there you have it.